Welcome back to the Turnaround Team Podcast. My guests today are Walker and Rick from Applied Refractories. You guys are in Liberty, Texas.
Yes, that's correct. We're in Liberty, Texas. We have our module manufacturing shop in Liberty, our sewing shop for tube seals, expansion joints, and gaskets, as well as our warehouse where we keep all the brick, board, paper, monolithics, anchors, all that kind of stuff to build the packages out. So, that's where we're at.
And Liberty was a strategic move, or is that where you're from?
No, it was really a strategic move. There was opportunity to get a shop there. The first shop initially at a good cost, and we were able to, set up there to start out, and we just kind of stayed out there, man. It's been good to be centrally located, traveling to the Beaumont area, Port Arthur, Baytown, Mont Belvieu, even back this way, you're not that far. So it works out good when you get those calls, hey, we need a pallet of this or 20 modules made, but we need them here in 4 hours, that kind of stuff. So, it's been good spot to be.
And y'all work with different manufacturers as far as like thermal?
So as far as manufacturing partners, Rick with Rath, that's a manufacturing partner we have for polycrystalline fiber blanket, which is your 2800 and 3000 degree blanket. We work with a couple of different companies on the low temp stuff, Unifrax, Harbison Walker being the most common for ceramic fiber. We have international partners, Lenexis, which is an India-based company that we source some specialty brick from and things like that. So, yeah, man, we kind of have different folks all over the world, hey, what's working best, in these categories. And, for us, we were started back about 5 years ago. So, obviously there's a lot of competition in town, and different folks already have relationships with different manufacturers. And as you can imagine, not a lot of people, they don't want to back you starting up because it affects this relationship with this guy and that guy. So that's kind of, we've taken the different path, and we've had to build different relationships, get creative, different vendors, and that's where we're at now.
And these modules here, y'all make these?
We manufacture all our modules in house. We have 4 production lines for folded modules and 2 production lines for stack edge grain type modules like this one here. We offer logs for doors, bullnose modules, peep sight modules, burner tile modules.
You'll have anchors and different things like that?
Yeah, we do. We offer all the different internal hardwares, like your yoke type here, which is your more standard economical that you'd see from Thermal Ceramics, New Tech, a lot of the big blanket companies who don't really get into the specialty type modules. We carry that hardware for those occasions. We also do the channel modules like what you'd see on a Z-block. H hangers, we do it all, man. We pretty much anything you can think of with a module, we try to cater to whatever specification there's requested.
And Rath has come out with a new press-on module, which basically you can just pop your module on the wall and it stays. No screws, just have your stud there. Huh. And we're now going to market that exclusively with Applied Refractory in the U.S. We already use it now in Germany, Austria. We've used it in multiple steel plants. Developed it about 2 years ago, and they're installed, working very well. Rath is a 5th generation family-owned company based out of Vienna, Austria. We have plants Germany. 3 plants in Germany. 1 in Germany is our fiber plant in Mönchengladbach, and that's where we make all our polycrystalline fiber, and we make RCF fiber. Our RCF, we don't sell as much in the U.S. because you have a lot of big players here, and we're the big player over there for the RCF. Polycrystalline, we're a leader in polycrystalline, been doing it since the early 90s. One of the first companies ever to really make modules out of it. And the way we found Applied was I was looking for someone that could make modules in the U.S. because labor costs in Germany are expensive, and it's a lot easier if I can just move containers or rolls over. So now we have 2 containers on the ground with Applied.
Yeah.
And Yeah, it's working out real well. And their module manufacturing, I brought my boss over, and he says, this is almost better than ours in Germany, which it's hard to get a German to say that. So
Yeah, I was about to say, man, that's it's coming out of Richard to hear
Yeah.
that, man. That was a big compliment, and Rick we've developed a great relationship, me and him, and Richard, his boss, he was talking about, and there's a lot of trust there, man.
Yes.
Rick's down this week, and he's coming along with me to visit all the different contractors, and he's sitting there right with us. It's complete trust. Hey, man, we're a team, a united front, and we're here to bring new products to the market and support all the contractors and plants. So, that's what we're about.
So, your lead time what is your lead time? Is it a pretty good lead time? Like if there's someone calls in the middle of the night, needs this or that. I mean, if y'all have it on hand, I guess, right?
Yeah. So I would say as far as module production, we're probably one of the fastest ones in the country, I would say, if not the fastest as far as turnaround time. I mean, we had a situation just yesterday. A plant called me, hey, we need 3 dozen bullnose modules. Now, this is 8:30 in the morning. It's 2:30 in the afternoon, and they have them at the warehouse.
Wow.
So that's kind of something that we take pride in is getting everything knocked out quick and also doing it at a competitive cost. So, like I was saying earlier, being the new guys in town, you gotta make sure your modules look good. You got to make sure you're competitive price, and you got to make sure you're quicker, because otherwise you're not going to be able to grow any business.
That's true. But you know how our industry is.
Yeah.
It's come on, I needed it yesterday.
Exactly, man. Exactly.
I need it right now. Like, it's hot job. So.
Yeah, it's the nature of it, man. You gotta respond, and you gotta know what you're doing. Or
I was asking about the different products or the manufacturers you work with, because we've done some work with y'all in the past as far as the testing goes. So we'll see random bags of AA or random bags of 45L or what have you. So I just didn't really know, whose material y'all stock as far as regular.
You know how the game is. As far as the distribution side of it. I mean, I would imagine all of the major distributors here in town. You see a couple bags of this and that from different manufacturers come through. But I would say at the moment, our current main companies we deal with is Allied Mineral Products, Wesco Refractories, and Reno Refractories. Those would be the top 3, and they all kind of offer different things. Right now, Allied's kind of our go-to that we're partnered with as far as petrochemical, your cat cracker materials, things like that. That a lot goes to them. And Wesco, we represent them a lot in mortars and more conventional type products. And with Reno, we handle the Liquibond distribution for the Texas coast. So we keep a lot of Liquibond 60 on the floor, which is a good material, pouring burner tiles and various precast shapes. So, yeah, I mean, that's kind of, as far as monolithics, those would be our main go-tos.
So, Rick, do you do any type of demonstrations on the modules as you are making them, your manufacturing process, or is that something that's very, very secretive?
We normally don't show anybody how we manufacture our modules.
Okay.
Prefer not to.
Yeah.
The equipment's proprietary. We do more on a technical base of papers and white papers, and we have a nice research department, and we'll do more discussions on how the polycrystalline's made, why it lasts longer, why it's better than RCF in certain situations. And then we're one of the few companies that actually, we're the only one right now with a 2800 degree polycrystalline, which we just came out with. Our focus is not so much on the module making, but on the manufacture of fiber. And just this last year, we're the first European manufacturer of long extended fiber out of polycrystalline. This would compete against a 3M out of North America, and there's a company in Japan that does it. And that's used mainly for advanced composites, high temperature composites.
So when we do this walkthrough tomorrow, we won't be doing any demonstrations on it.
Not with Wrath.
No, man. Yeah, for us, it's kind of the same thing. It's like I've said, it's been a challenge to get to where we're at, and like Rick said, with Wrath, their stuff, same thing with us, man. It's a lot of proprietary equipment that we've had to kind of sketch stuff up and find people to help us build it. And, it's been an expensive trial and error to get where we're at. And, we're kind of got things dialed in, it seems like. And that's something we kind of like to hold to ourselves. Just, can't give anybody too much details to try and do it themselves.
Yeah, I mean, it's the same thing. So earlier when I was giving you all the tour of the lab and the shop and how we make our molds and all that stuff, I'll show you the equipment and I'll show you the molds. I'm not going to teach you how to do it.
Yeah, exactly.
So I understand.
That's exactly.
More or less the same idea. Yeah, you got it.
Yeah, so 8 years ago, TSG started just from a startup. And what you're saying is you're the new guys, and we understand that because we had to build our name, and people had to learn to trust us, and we had to build that relationship with the clients, and it takes a long time. Like, I've been doing this podcast now for 2.5 years, and it still hasn't really taken off yet. Like, people are still just like, wait a minute, well, I heard something about you the other day, or I seen you on YouTube, and I'm like, yeah, that's what that is. This is what it's about, Like, oh, okay, yeah, we'll check it out. But it's taken this long to even get the word of mouth going.
Yeah, I would say too, man. Just in my time, in our time with Applied being here, I've definitely noticed the last couple of years more and more contractors saying, hey, man, send it to TSG, because for us. Sure, we like dealing with you guys, and we send stuff over here. Hey, we got this in stock. They want fresh results, go get it tested. But I've noticed a lot of the contractors, when the big outages come in, hey, it's not sent it to here or there anymore. Hey, man, we want to have it sent to TSG.
Yeah,
so
we got the come on. You know what I mean? They know they can call me on the weekend or on a holiday, and I'll get in here and I'll get it done.
Yeah,
that's just what we always, that's our promise to them. That's what, because we know they're working around the clock. Yeah. And sometimes they need us to work around the clock. I mean, they're definitely going to pay for it. But we'll be here when they need us to be here.
Yeah, exactly.
And for Rath being European-based, we were not able to service the North American market properly because of that. European companies, they'll wait a lot longer than an American company ever will. So by working with Applied, we can get instantaneous our product out in the market. We also have the same problem as we're very recognized all through Europe. But you mentioned Rath in North America, specific areas. Advanced ceramics, people know us because we're always on the higher temperature end. But on petrochemical, this is new for us. So we need someone that's being aggressive to go out and market it.
Yeah, that's what you guys are doing, huh?
Yeah, that's what we're doing, man. Like I said, we
so
put
you
up
guys
a good fight.
Y'all are also going out to the APIs and the meetings and all this stuff, so y'all have an API cert of some sort?
So no, that's one of the next steps I want to take is to get more involved with the API. We've been going to all the different, trade shows, Ethylene Producers Conference, RefCom, AIST, which is the steel show. We've done the aluminum show, and I think definitely the API conferences, we need to go be more involved with it. And it's kind of, like I said, it's been a bit of a trial and error. Hey, what's the best way to grow? And, honestly, the best answer I have for that is just being in front of people and, showing them, hey, this is what I'm quoting you. This is when I'm saying you're going to ship it, and making sure that happens. And that's kind of been the formula for success this far.
Yeah, and that's really all anybody's looking for.
Yeah, it's pretty simple,
when you tell them that you're going to get it done on a certain day at a certain time, they'll hold you to the fire. There's a lot of these contractors that are really old school, and they will break a relationship with somebody over one shipment of refractory because they absolutely don't care because their name and everything they have is on the line.
Yeah, man, exactly. Especially they're the ones dealing with the plant, and all the plant's going to remember is, hey, this contractor didn't come through. Well, like you said, man, that can burn the whole relationship. So
on just one fouled. Shipment.
And it could be something as small as, hey, I need 2 boxes of J paper. And it might be what makes or breaks complete.
Yeah, when can I get that? Oh, it's going to take a week? Oh, no, I'll get it somewhere else.
Yeah, exactly.
So where's the best place for new customers to find you, new clients?
So as far as contact information?
Yeah, I'm just like, I know you have a website. I know, our industry is still, emailing and phone calls and things of that nature. But what is the best way? I know you can go to the website so they can see what y'all have to offer. But I mean, like, so when they call, do they call you directly, or do they have?
So you'd probably speak with Jamie. She's my inside inside sales manager, office manager, and she helps me out a lot, man, knocking out quotes, and we make a good team, and she does a great job. So that would probably be the direct point of contact. They could reach out to the sales at Applied Refractory email or call the main line, and they would either reach Jamie or myself, and we would take it from there and see what we can do to help.
And as far as Wrath goes?
For me, it's email me directly. I handle all of North America, so.
What is that email?
rick.sable@wrath-group.com.
Yeah.
There you go. We
go.
We can let them play that back a little bit, rewind a little bit. Let's see if we can get that down. But I'll definitely drop the contact information. And
it's like I said, it's worked out good with Wrath. We handle pretty well all of Texas and Louisiana for fiber. Really more, I would say, at this point, we're growing out of that territory and expanding it even more. But we try to be good, too. Like Rick was saying, we actually manufacture modules for Wrath for their customers up in the Northeast or Canada or wherever it may be that they're connected. So, man, it's just been good.
Yeah. Well, I'm very, very happy that you guys came and hung out with me today. And yeah, because like I said, we did a little bit of work, but I didn't really know who y'all were. Or
man. Yeah, exactly.
I dealt with whoever was emailing me, and I was like, man, this is a new company. I need to get over there and see what's going on. But we're definitely going to get out there tomorrow and do the walkthrough of your facility and see what you got going on.
Yeah, sounds good, man.
Well, I definitely, like I said, I appreciate you guys got to come back. I tell everybody all the time. Everybody says they will, and they don't. So
man,
we're definitely going to have to do it again.
Yeah, absolutely.
We'll be back.
Yes, sir.